Well, it's been a hot minute since I've posted an update, but there's a reason. One, life is chaotic for my family, and this blog, this channel, this is like it's something I love to do. I wish really that I prioritized it more, but that's on me, not on you. And if you're here watching, whatever, I thank you. I guess it seems kind of strange to me, but also I do it, and I like talking to whoever you are. We're moving. That's another big thing that's happening. That's why things have slowed down. So part of it is I don't want to continue to post videos and content about a house that I'm not going to own anymore. I'm selling it, you know. I don't want to put somebody else's house on the internet anymore. So I am working on a patio enclosure. Going to finish that up before we sell, and I've got some touch-ups and things. Not a whole lot of bigger projects anymore. Fix the fence line. Patio's fully closed in. It's got windows, but I got to do siding and interior finish, and then got to get those things done before we sell the house. And we got a contract on our new place that we're going to move into. I'm very excited to tell you more about that and share some of that, because that is a house that we think finally for the first time ever we're buying a home that we feel like is a long-term home option. Side note, not a plug. I'm using an Ember coffee mug for like the first time. Got this for the holidays. I bought it for myself, for my kids. Right? It's a refurbished model. I'm trying to decide how I feel. Like I like my coffee to stay a certain temperature, so I love the idea in theory, but in practicality, if you don't leave it on the base while you're using it, it dies in like an hour or two. So we'll see. I think it's going to be a weekday coffee cup thing for me when I'm in my office. Oh yeah, this is going away. I'm selling this. I have to build a new office, which I've got plans for that too. Bada bing. So back to it. We are going to move into a new home. We have so many projects, and so mentally, like my backlog is shifting. It's basically like setting up a new product, right? I'm working on the current product. This is my current product. As you can see, I have like a lighting project. I'm not going to finish this. I'm going to stop that right there for this weird strain line. We're going to pivot everything into the new house. So I'm working on cleaning up the backlog for the current house, and then I'm building a new backlog for the new house. And that new backlog will include things like we got to have some fencing for the dog. We just found some temporary fencing, like $500 for like RV style fencing. It'd be fine. We're going to build a couple of small areas at the front door. So we have like a front door and a back door with a walkout basement in the new house. And so we've got to find a way to get all that connected so that the dog can go outside and we can do it from either door, and it doesn't have to be and then she has room to run around the house a little bit too. That's going to be an interesting thing. But also I don't want to drop like $5,000 on fencing right now, so we'll get to temporary fencing. But that's just it, right? Punch list is already starting to come together for this house, and then the big project list for the new house, which will include some new flooring. Let me tell you about this house real quick. We found a gem. Like it's the kind of thing that you have to kind of be prepared for and look for when it comes to like you know what you're wanting, and it's what we've been looking for years. In terms of there's a couple of acres of land. It's a nice big home. There's a shop. I'm gonna have an actual shop again. And a pretty big shop at that, like 25 by 30, like a big shop. I'm going to build in another office in the back of that shop, just like I did before at my last house, before we bought this one, to give me a place to work at home. That way there's room inside for guests and guest space and all that. But it's going to be the first time that we can probably make a lot of our like dreams, like our long-term vision of what we want in a home kind of come true. So building the new backlog, we'll start sharing those projects as soon as we get into the house. Going to stop sharing about the current house. Again, it's not going to be my house anymore, so I feel weird putting that online. But would love to encourage you, if you like this kind of stuff, if you like home remodel, if you're looking for ideas, this is what I do on the side. This is like my hobby. It's not remodeling is my hobby, and sharing it is something I'm becoming to enjoy. The fact, like I've shared a couple of videos, and when you share something you've done, right, and that something becomes an aid to other people in any capacity, it's very satisfying. So if you're not sharing any of these, please feel free. If maybe that doesn't resonate with you, but it does with me. It's nice to do something, share how I approached it, share these ideas, share the work, and have other people like, oh man, that's been helpful. I can use that. I love that. That's what I do, right? I big borrow and steal from YouTube. So I'm gonna try to be better this next year with the new house, the new projects that we've got. I think it's just a huge opportunity for us to share more with you, the world, for whatever reason, because I enjoy it. It's for my poor family. I have to keep them off this. But to be inspired and to try to put goodness in the world and to try to put goodness in your own life and to realize you can do a lot more than you realize. I did not start out with all the like building. I did not start out with these skills. I've developed them over 20 years. I'm still not great at a lot of it, but I'm not afraid to do it. And because of that, we are able to live in pretty nice homes with pretty nice experiences. But it's not because we pay people. It's because we do the work. We've always done the work because we can't afford to. And I think everybody should learn to do the work. So yeah, if you're interested, like we're moving, follow along, subscribe now. I'll start posting updates as soon as we close. I'll start posting updates about the new house and like the projects, and I'll start sharing those things. It'll be haphazard at first. I don't put a lot of thought or strategy into planning the content for this particular platform, but I'm hoping to improve on that next year. If there's things you want to see, just let me in the comments. If we talk about projects, you want to see them. I can tell you right now, big projects we'll have on the front. We're gonna have to do some flooring. It's pretty boring, basic stuff. Rip out carpet, put in laminate replacement. The hard part there is going to be finding flooring to match the flooring that we have in the house already, which is hardwood, and in that late 90s honey oak color that we're going to really make work. It's going to be beautiful. So flooring is going to be the main project. We're going to paint because all the walls are white. It's that kind of house, right? Like we built it. We want white walls and wood trim, and that's it. No color. So we'll be able to painting and doing that, adding a lot of color and life to the house that it doesn't have now. We're going to be putting in a wall to create one more room because it doesn't have enough rooms. I know it's crazy. It should have enough rooms, but they didn't. Yeah, anyways, we'll talk about that too. So initial projects are we're going to put in a wall and build in a closet, frame out, move a doorway, like frame out my daughter's room downstairs. We've got to do flooring in all the bedrooms at least. Going to leave everything else for now. Just get into the house and live in it for a little bit. And also top level project is going to be moving the laundry room because it's in the first floor, like kind of attached to the kitchen a little bit, like right there. Again, we'll talk about it. I'm going to drop it down to the floor below. Literally just pull it straight down, flip all the plumbing there for it, and then start to build a custom laundry room, new pantry. Like we have some big projects on mind, right? And then I've got huge long-term projects per normal. But I would encourage you to follow along as we move and get settled into a new home, trying to kind of chase and achieve our dreams for what a good life looks like. I appreciate you following along at this point. If you haven't liked and subscribed and smashed the buttons, do that if you want, or don't. I'll ask somebody else later and maybe they'll do it. And yeah, thanks for coming along on the journey. This next year could be a lot really interesting and really exciting, and I'm looking forward to it.